Everybody, so welcome to week 12 of our iOS app development course, and our demo day is only 7 days away on December 8th, which is pretty scary. Time really passes by really fast, and really hope you guys have been able to build substantially over the break because we really have very limited time now. And I also want to talk to you guys about how it's expectable if you cannot have a complete app built within this time, because it's very, very limited. And while we were running this course, we were forced to shrink the course length by 1 week shorter, because we had to have the 1 extra week in the beginning of the semester for us to recruit more students, and 1 last week cut off at the end of the semester so it wouldn't conflict with finals. So that's why we decided to have this amount of time, which is short for you guys, and we apologize about that. So given that, it's understandable if you guys will not be able to build a complete app, and at the same time, as long as you can have, as we say, minimum viable product mostly done, then we would definitely commend you for it. And also, with that being said, I also want to talk to you guys about how you can present your app for the demo day. There are a couple of different ways, and I also want to use my own presentation as an example again. So this was what we used during our cohort for the demo day, where we presented in front of probably like a dozen people within our small group presentation. And for our group, we made these GIFs. These GIFs showcases the individual features or each screen or to demonstrating the functions that is necessary for the app to have. Like for the calendar app, you must be able to insert events with specific events, and it shows that for the specific day you can view the events on that day. It shows populating events onto the monthly view. It shows going in and out, left and right between the different months. Over here shows different things, and then this one mainly the most important part, using the camera to extract the information from posters. And that was it. That was all we used for the presentation. And they also recommended you guys to do a live demo, which is just pulling up your Xcode and operating the app during the presentation to showcase what you all have built. So that is one way, but the downside of that will be you might blank out, you might miss something, and this is kind of just a way to make sure you double check you have everything you need, and then just go on and present. And then this is based on the template that you are supposed to complete for a slide deck to present your app. And I think that is going to be your final deliverable, to complete a slide deck so that you can present it, and basically information about kind of the potentials for your app, any other kind of use cases and things like that. So I think completing a my dog is having some breathing issues because my dog has a kennel cough, which is adopted our dog last Sunday, and she has kennel cough, just little cough issues. That's very common with dogs in the shelter. All right, so yeah, I really recommend you guys to have this done by last Tuesday, so that you can showcase not only all the necessary parts that you have completed, but also very skillfully avoid the parts that you not necessarily have completed. because by the time my team completed the app for as much as we have, the app was not 100% done. It was not, because there were some bugs that we just could never figure out. And with this, we avoided the parts where the bug will show up, and just makes it seem like so cool. And for as far as you see over here, you can really just see it's a working app that you're able to operate, and without having the app, having the bug show up. So I think this is the best way for you to demo your app idea, and definitely have be like a substantial amount of features, as many as you have, not just like one GIF, show kind of like maybe one of the deliverables that you just submitted. You could use that, but tailored one specifically showing the feature that you have right now, is probably going to be the best, because the presentation matters, because during your presentation you want to talk about your app idea a little bit in depth as well, kind of about things like that. What are your potentials, what's your impact of your app idea. So with these, you can kind of just talk through it as the audience is looking at all these demos. I think this is the next way. All right, so that's that from me. And for today's session, you're just gonna be meeting with the team and then continuing to build your app according to your sprint planning. And if your teammate is not here, then I will meet with you and just go on to do a little bit of the teammate evaluation, and for me to take a close look at you guys' progress, and give you guys a little bit of advice about how to proceed for the coming week. All right, so I'm gonna open the breakout rooms now and then put you guys together. Rooms are now open. And I got to. Were you guys able to meet during the past week at all?
No, not in the Thanksgiving holidays.
Yeah, I know. I understand. And can I just take a look at you guys' progress for now?
Take a look, you said?
Yeah, just take a look.
Yeah, we have a read beat, and then let me see. Yeah, in the README file, there is the login, sign-in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then now I'm working on for the thread.
Mm-hmm.
Thread for the posting. Then I think the other thing we need is actually a profile view or something. That's gonna be pretty much it. We wanted to try for the messaging part. It's for the teammates task. I don't know what's going on here. I hope he can figure it out, because messaging is not what we already did in this course, so it's gonna be hard for him, maybe. But yeah, we had the facility for the registered account. So now I think I can figure it out for the thread. So posting stuff, that's gonna be okay with the database stuff. It'll be fine. It's gonna be done, I hope.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's the progress, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, what do you plan to get done with your teammate this week?
This week, I'm gonna finish the thread stuff. Then I don't know. Maybe we are gonna make the UI a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I'm gonna ask Tame how it's going on, and if he couldn't figure it out, we're just gonna give up for the messaging functionality. That's pretty much our plan, I guess.
That's fine. I think for an MVP, without a messaging function, you can probably still have it work if you're able to have the users display contact information, right?
Well,
because you still want to be able to have the users connect with each other one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have commenting functionality, I guess, but it's not like
that'll work. That'll work.
You know what I mean? Like DM, that's kind of hard for us.
Okay.
So we in the thread with some commenting functionality for sure.
That's a good idea. We all know how to do comments, and if you just have commenting functions with different users, and you can definitely have the users exchange information in that way. And with the direct messaging, I think when you are looking at the MVP, you can probably move that out for now.
Is it hard or is it what?
I wouldn't think it's too hard, but still it's time consuming, and then you guys will be better off using that time to polish the app as well, since you can just use commenting.
If you want to publish the shop or something, yes, we definitely need a messaging functionality. Yes. Yeah, I'll ask Tommy what's going on there.
Yeah, so since this is the last final week, you only have 7 days to be complete. So I want you guys to really focus on the MVP and whatever ideas you had for it. You might have to concentrate it even more a little bit. All right. So I want to also do a little bit of evaluation for you guys. Well, I did put out a document for evaluating all of your teammates' contributions, and one of the metrics is the code base contribution, which I can see on GitHub on your repo, and so far all I see is that you are the only one. Oh no, Jiang Wen is the only one on your team that's been making commits. Is it because you guys are all working separately and have not merged your code?
We're doing separately, yes.
Okay. I would really suggest you guys trying to merge your code as soon as possible. It's not a good idea to keep working separately for a long time because you might have a lot of conflicts later on. Okay, so as soon as you and your team are able to meet and talk and work together, try to figure out merging all of your code together so that not only you can have your app, figure out all the conflicts, have it working, and then also be able to put all the parts together and then present. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Are we doing something too difficult, or what the other group is doing? Are they doing the almost same thing, or are they just doing some calendar stuff, or they comparing the other group? Like, are we doing too difficult thing? What do you think?
I think they had different ideas, but what they're doing is very similar to yours. Theirs is a little bit closer to like a social media, but yours is more like a what do you say? Something like just a resources thing.
Okay.
Gotcha. They have a little bit more of like just a fun element in there, and you guys are kind of more serious. It's a similar thing, but it's nothing wrong with that. Even if you have the same idea, it all matters like who does it better, right? Like all the apps out there is the same way. So I think what they're doing compared to yours is that they also just did away with direct messaging. That's since you guys didn't learn that, and with this limited time, it's a little bit demanding for you guys to figure all that out and implement it instead of just applying all the things that you have already learned. So I think it's a good idea for you to just focus on what you already know.
Yeah, I think that's really good too.
All right, and then I wanna talk to each student about these for me to kind of do the evaluation for all of you guys individually. And as I say so far, I only see Jiang Wen making commits on the repo, so that's what I see in terms of code base contribution. And in terms of ideas and UI design, all that stuff,
Okay.
I guess all of that we'll also kind of see when it comes down to all of you guys merging your code and being able to show what each of you has done, since you guys never merged your code. And besides
Okay.
that, what would you say? Uh, um, who do you think so far is the one? Uh, I'm trying to find a good way to say this. Like, who do you think overall it is generally easy to communicate with your teammates?
Wait, what do you mean? Who?
Like, are your teammates reachable to you? Are you guys able to communicate? Is there anyone who is difficult to reach?
I and John is sometimes talking about the project. Yes, I have the same class as well, but I don't think Tame is so busy right now. He's trying to get interview stuff. He's doing the coding interview. He has to prepare for them. He's still applying for so many companies. So I feel kind of sorry for him to like ask him to do something or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I usually talk with John even in this class, and then this idea is also coming from us. But yeah, I'm not gonna blame him or something because he's doing more serious things. So I'm not gonna blame the Tame, but because yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
So far, just from what I'm seeing, I think I can do a little bit of evaluation by myself about you guys' work, and I see all of you and Jiangwen, at least you two have been doing pretty good work so far. And anything else, I'll just see you guys' code and everything that you guys have designed to make more evaluations. So I think that's good for now. And then thank you very much for everything you've done so far. And I'm looking forward to see what you have built for yourself. And I'll just see it later when you guys have been able to merge your code. And again, if there's any issues with that, feel free to message me. But I will refer you to the TAs first, because the TAs are very, very experienced and trained to specifically help you with all these issues, especially when it comes to GitHub conflicts, merging conflicts and all that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the other team now.
All right.
And since your teammates are not here, and then you could, I would think you probably would be able to just leave the meeting and then
Okay, I'm good.
keep building with this time if you want.
Okay, see you.
All right, thank you. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah, are you guys building separately right now?
Yeah, but I have a doubt. So there's a bug in my program and I can't fix it. Can I show it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 sec. I'll just open that. So this is what it shows. That's the table view. And look how I just entered these values randomly, right? So now this one does not have, you can see my mouse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one doesn't have a like because it's not stored in it. Like it's not in the database. And so this one too. But when I change the screen and I go back to it, it likes itself. I don't know why. This one isn't, but when I go back again, no, it usually doesn't.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that has to do with in the beginning of the screen in the activity, when you have the view did low, the method right there. Something you have it set to like by default.
I'll show that too.
Loading. Okay.
Can you see it?
Good. Yeah, a little bit down there.
Okay. That's on that again. So that's the view did load.
Yeah, and then
I have the
here.
Yeah.
show, and then which part is it that you have the heart light up?
The what?
The heart light up? Is it reload data? I think that's
Yeah, no, I think it's in, yeah, it's in the cell for row app.
okay. Okay, like by cell dot already, like if like by contains
That method
ID.
is in this one. One second. Let's see what you have. Okay, so already like just does
Yeah.
this and sets the image.
Okay. Like equals.
I don't understand why it's, because I printed this too, and it shows the correct Boolean, but it doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do. Like even if the if fails, it's still doing this. Even if the if statement fails.
Like equals post.
Like if this is false, it still does this. Like I'll show it to you right now.
Yeah, you should have the if else over there, right?
What will the
Yeah.
else be for though? Like
The
I just need
else.
to check if it actually contains this, and if it doesn't, it'll do this. Sorry, if it does, it'll do this, and if it doesn't, it shouldn't do anything. So I just got rid of the else. And I'll print it.
Okay.
I'll just share my desktop. Okay, that is it visible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is showing true, 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 false, true, true for this. So true, 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 false, true, true, and then false, which it didn't show. Oh yeah, it did. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's showing all the correct values, and then I switch the views. So it's change the views, and then I go back to it, and it's still showing true, 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 false, true, true, true. Okay, yeah, it's showing the wrong thing.
Yeah, it just changed, right?
Okay, that should be false, which it does. True, 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 false. And true, 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 true. Somehow.
Yeah, that's very strange. I don't think I
And
would
it
even know.
even runs twice. I don't know why it runs twice either.
That's very strange. I don't even know what could make that have that kind of individual problem.
It's really weird.
I think still it's best if you could go to the TAs, and
Yeah, okay.
this will probably take some time to really diagnose and fix, because this is something that's really strange. That
but okay, can you tell me why it runs twice though? Like the whole cell for row thing?
I think it's probably because you have to view it low and then also reload data again. When when you had the segue.
So should I just remove this reload data?
You shouldn't have it.
Then?
I don't think you should have it reload data every time, right? And is there another place that we did this for you to have to reload data? When you finish submitting a tweet, right? Remember in the Twitter? When you finish submitting the Twitter, you want to reload data, but not every time you want to reload data. So you probably want to code that when only after you make a comments, and not every time you just go back to that view, right?
Oh, okay. But then so every time I have a comment or a post, I reload the data, right? But then how will I'll try running this first. It like both of them this time. Okay, it ran once, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still doing this.
Okay, and again, I think this is probably the most efficient for you to go to the TAs, because they
Yeah.
are the most trained in helping you guys with debugging all these kind of issues, especially the strangest things, the things that cannot possibly be wrong, that goes wrong, they can still try to diagnose it because they are specifically trained for you to do that. And I think it's best if you contact the TAs and contact them as soon as possible. So they will hopefully respond to you fast, because right now it's close to demo day. I'm pretty sure a lot of teams, a lot of students have a lot of questions right now. So contact the
Oh, so
TAs.
can I do it right now?
Yeah, go ahead and do it right now, and just contact the TAs, and they will be able to help you soon. But also, like I kind of talked about earlier, if you're able to make GIFs prepared to demo, you will be able to avoid showing out these bugs and stuff like that, and then only showcase the parts that you have done that will be good to showcase what you have like actually
Right.
built and works well. Yeah, that will just kind of be in your favor
Oh,
because
and I had another question.
Yeah.
So for the search functionality, I haven't done anything yet. So my idea was that I just keep all of the professors like in a table first, and then once the user presses enter, or just presses enter, it'll search for the users, sorry, the professors, and then it'll filter out using parse, like because there's a filter in parse, right? Like the text search, I don't know what it's called, but there's like string search, string, I think it's called that in parse.
Okay.
So I was thinking I would use that instead of but that would mean I'll have to call the query every single time I hit search. Or should I do that, or should I just store all of the professors in table and then create my own search?
I think the first option is better, and especially
The first option.
think about what your minimum viable product is, and as long as you are able to populate, the I guess the database for professors, and then be able to search for anyone that you do want to search for, then what matters is how, like, if you can get it done as easiest, as simplest as possible.
Okay.
And I do think for you is probably best. Well, it looks good so far. As long as you can have it done, that would look pretty good. And I say you are getting there. You're definitely getting there. And then again, definitely don't try to reinvent the wheel and just do whatever gets the job done. That will be in your best interest.
Yeah, but it wasn't very efficient, so I just thought that I should, because I'm calling the query every single time, right?
Yeah.
For the search.
But that would definitely
and somehow even that's never mind. That's my fault. I put it in the table. Nothing. And what option should I have on this again? You gave some ideas. I forgot what those were. A dark mode. Is there an easy way to implement a dark mode on an app?
Look it up. That you would definitely see easier ways to do it. And then I think all it does, I'm pretty sure there's like a way for you to just switch the storyboard settings from one set to the other, and then all you do is just kind of flip the background and text from black to white to black. And I don't think that would be too difficult. And then if you do it, it will be a nice bonus feature. But that's the thing, it's gonna be a bonus feature. So before you figure out like reaching your MVP, I don't think you should worry too much about that. It's really nice that you have a reset feature, and I think it works, which is cool. And I don't think you should worry too much about that, because you have 7 days left to build out the last of your features. And with that say, in these 7 days, what do you plan to achieve, and also with your teammates?
Are these the last 7 days?
Yeah, because the demo day is on the 8th.
Okay, so I think we'll do the search and the comment methods. We still have to do that, and then we'll refine the look of the app at the dark mode. Try to, and maybe some more features, and try to fix that bug.
Yeah, so is it like the different users can comment under each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that's
wait,
pretty-
under each other, you mean mention each other? I'm not gonna keep that.
No, mention is not necessary, but if they can comment under comments so that they can kind of conversate,
Yeah.
that'll be good. And then you can have your teammates.
I'm gonna keep. Huh?
You can have your teammates
Yeah, sorry, you were
machines
saying.
run the Xcode together, and then if you connect to the same database, you should see the comments that's made by the other users, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll
Then
do that.
yeah,
Try.
then that'll be good enough to make a good social media app.
Mhm.
Yeah, for your MVP.
So I tried the pass server using different users, because I'm saving the user data on the phone itself. So when you log out, it just logs you out on the reset button instead of killing the account. So you'll still have all the posts. I think that's a good idea because I want to keep the posts of 4 professors instead of just
Then-
deleting them and then.
Then why don't you just implement a logout?
Huh?
Then why don't you just implement a logout instead of reset?
Yeah. So it's a reset. You can make a new account, but it won't delete your posts.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's good. It's for social media ad. It's definitely good either way to have a logout option, so you can switch a different account.
I'm just not keeping a logout though. You can't log out. You can just reset it. There's no way you can, because it's not a login. So I'll show you my login screen.
There's no user accounts.
Yeah, I'll show the login screen. One sec.
Okay, so how are you keeping track of the users with user IDs and stuff?
I'm just one sec. I close it. So I have users, but I'm not making them log in. I'm just doing login. So I'm just making the username for them. It's a random string, and I'm setting that user ID in the I think in there, and I'm using the email as a way to identify them. So and I'll try to add the report feature too, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. Maybe later. But so the email is the main way to identify you. The password is just password because I needed to keep the password for the PF user object.
Okay.
I'll just show it to you right now.
All right, that'll be fine.
I haven't even tried the login screen yet. I mean, the reset screen. I forgot to.
And so far, all of these things, has it been merged with your other teammates' works, or was it just the parts that you built yourself?
I've done it. Like we did the first week together, but then we just haven't had time to meet. We're gonna meet tomorrow though.
Okay, and
it crashed.
Okay, and so far, what tasks have your teammates been assigned?
Sorry.
So far, what tasks have your teammates been assigned?
They have done the README for the project, the model for the project. Like the first week when we planned, that was when everyone had time and we could meet. But then we haven't really had time.
Okay, all right. So they haven't been assigned any coding?
No, not yet.
No, I see.
I mean, we tried to, but couldn't, and no one had time to meet, so I just uploaded it myself.
Yeah, that's understandable. What happens? Then, most likely in these 7 days, since you're meeting with your teammates again to figure out what else to code, and
yeah,
since you guys have not coded and being able to merge your code together, that will also take you guys some more time to even figure out what else to code and figure out how to pull and merge your codes together. That
I did that like we're using the GitHub thing, right? So I'm just pulling my own branch to the main right now. Once they code too, I'll just pull theirs. So it'll be easy.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm just concerned because it's kind of either midterms right now or people are starting to prepare for finals and other projects coming up. I'm just thinking it is probably not very realistic if it can figure out some other task that's substantial enough and then build it out and then
right.
meet again and then build. So I think realistically what you have is probably gonna be what your team has.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that is very commendable on your part. I think you've been doing a lot and it's worth praising. You've been doing a good job. And I understand how it's kind of tough when you have to take on the most of the work for the group project. And this is just also a lot of what happens in the real world too. So it's good to experience
I
that.
actually like it. I don't like collaborating because it's too much work to just share the code and then find where someone did something. So I
It's an
just find it
experience.
easier to code by myself.
Yeah, it's an experience. It was an experience for me to try to figure out how to merge codes with other people. It was difficult, and I kind of had both. I tried to figure out how to work with people and trying to figure out how to work with myself. And for you, you work by yourself to basically completed most of your apps so far, and I think that's very good. And for you, I think starting from today, you can think about what you want your presentation to look like, and
Yeah.
if you want your presentation to be good enough, what is it going to look like? If you want your presentation to be perfect, what is it going to look like? And what can you do within this time? So I think, again, for you, it's probably in your best interest to just showcase the highlights of your app, what it does, what it can do with some like, I guess, realistic examples. Like, okay, some students might be talking about this professor and kind of make it look nice and then just let people see what your app would probably look like. It's a preliminary or kind of a primitive version, and that could be polished and then go on to the app store later on. So just think about by next Wednesday what you want this to look like, and then maybe think about making PowerPoint slides for your demo so that you can focus on the highlights of it, showing how you make a comment, make a post, and then post it, and how it shows up in your feed, and how you can comment on the other people's stuff, and with like just real world examples, kind of beneficial information, something like that, to demo your app, and then go on to talk about what is the impact for your app, what are the future potentials.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we only have 7 days left. Next Wednesday, next week this time is gonna be our demo day, and
is it gonna be a demo day for just this class, or is it gonna be a national demo day?
For next Wednesday is just us.
Okay.
And on the 18th, you will be participating in the national demo day.
Okay.
Yeah. And so far they say you will be joining the national demo day with us tech fellows, sending them the recording of our demo day, and then they will view it and then select you if your app is competitive, and then the competitive apps will participate in the national demo day. But between this time frame from next week to the 18th, you will have time to build your app again, make it nicer, and then demo again, which means that you want your app to look good enough for next week. And then if you do want to participate in the national demo day and compete for prizes and then present in front of really cool people, then yeah, go ahead and polish your app even more.
Okay. So should I focus on looks before 8? No?
Not for now, until the very end. You can do a little bit color design, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Your UI looks pretty good so far. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, and about the music thing, how is that gonna look like?
I still have the song, but I haven't really added any functionality for that.
Yeah,
I think I'll
that
just,
you might
instead of
wait just
having to choose the song, maybe if we don't get time, we'll just have a field at the bottom, because I already have a field. Like I have the in the post, I have the button for it, but I don't have anything saving it. I'm just saving a constant value right now in the
No,
database.
I think that's definitely a bonus feature that you'll be looking at, and therefore it's not a good idea to be spending too much time on that for now. But I think once you complete well
Comments.
your final goal, look
Yeah.
into that. But it's not in your MVP. I think you could take a step back, just have maybe have it at the bottom, add an emoji. That's the feel of what you feel about the professor, what you feel about the homework, what you feel about the class. I think that will make a good substitution for your app idea. So it's up to you if you really wanted that. Definitely look into it. But if it takes too much of a time and you won't be able to, finish polishing everything else and then complete a slide deck, then I would recommend taking that out or substituting for something else.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it depends on you since you're the one building, and if you're able to figure it out and go ahead and do it. I don't know how much time it'll take. You might have to use, I don't know, Spotify API or
Yeah,
YouTube API. You can probably
I saw the Spotify API. It's not a Cocoa pod, so I'll have to add it by myself, like manually. And I didn't want to do that, so I just didn't do it right now.
Yeah.
I'll try doing it this week if it works. I'm thinking of another app though.
Yeah.
SoundCloud maybe.
Yeah. So I think you want to be conservative, very conservative about what you can really realistically achieve, so that you can finish what you set a goal, and then if you finish it, try to pursue a bigger goal. So again, think about your minimum viable product and shrink it, and then shrink it, and just have it done, and then build upwards. All right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How is the other team doing?
How's the other team doing? They're also struggling a little bit because Tame, he's dealing with a lot of stuff right now. He had a lot of interviews lined up, and
so how many
projects, classes.
Are both of them building? There's two right now working, right, on that app.
Yeah, it's mostly Jiangwen and Nagato, but they're getting there. They're getting there.
Are they building? Are both of them building, or is it just one of them?
Are they what?
Are both of them building the app, like coding?
Yeah, both of them are building their apps separately, and so far they just have to figure out how to merge their code together and then polish.
Oh, okay.
Maybe complete one or two more features.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think if you guys can make a good final sprint in this last week that we have, you guys will have a pretty good demo day. And I'm rooting for you guys really as well. We want you guys to be able to have something good for show, and it's gonna be good for all of us. You guys will be able to learn a lot, and we will demonstrate all of these. I'm thinking to invite the computer science professors as judges, at least Dr. May, because he's actually our club advisor for CodePath at TCU. So I think he should be able to join as a judge. And aside from that, just want you guys to be able to succeed and build something substantial and cool, for your own portfolio. That's gonna benefit you guys.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and a question about the tech fellow thing.
Yeah.
So, do I have to do anything for that right now?
Oh yeah.
For the course?
Me and Min, the other tech fellow, and you, we actually should be meeting sometime this week to talk about what we need to do, because there's 2 more weeks left in the semester, and then we should be sending out emails and stuff to start promoting for our next cohort already. So I think probably this weekend we should meet also briefly. Okay. Probably 20 minutes, half an hour, just talk about what we should do. It's not too difficult. But we're also thinking for the next semester, we're gonna have 3 weeks time to recruit for students. Compared to in this past semester, In the fall,
Right.
we only had 1 week, and it was difficult. But we still managed to get 15 students. And for the next semester, we're aiming to get 15 students at least as well. And we already have several that are interested. So in the next semester, 3 weeks time, we definitely can recruit more, and we're positive about it. We just need to
Okay.
kind of preliminarily start promoting so that we can make sure people know about this stuff before we go into Christmas break. So hopefully they can spread the word a little bit, or they just give more thought into it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you a lot for everything. And then for this session, and it's just gonna be for you guys to build your apps. And if you feel like you're good on your own, then you can feel free and leave. And then I'll see you next Wednesday for demo day.
Okay. Thank you. See
All
you.
right. See you.